Hello. I just wanted to give a note from myself as a teacher to administrators, parents, students, whoever's interested in and watching as I am, the push to open schools on time this fall. I want to tell you, teachers that are passionate about their job. I mean, that's where we find our purpose, and we've been called to teaching, and we miss our babies. I miss all of them, even the few that gave me trouble. I even miss telling them to sit down and be still. I mostly miss their hugs, their smiles every day, their expectation of me to be my best. They come to school expecting me to be my best, to provide for them that nurturing grandmother like feeling, I guess is what I would call it. And I miss them. I miss them so much. But when we look at the grand scheme of things, it's not that we don't want to go as teachers, not don't want to go back in the classroom. We want not only to be safe ourselves, we want our students to be safe. It's some type of bond. I really can't explain the bond you have with your kids. And of course, it's not as strong as a parent. But for the 45, I'm middle school, so I have kids 45 minutes a day, 7 times. But for those 45 minutes, I expect, and they expect, we're family. For 45 minutes, we're family. I would remember times when my kids would get in trouble. And as long as they stayed in the room, I tell them, as long as you're staying in this room, we're family. We're going to work this out. We're going to figure this out. But as soon as you step outside the door, I can no longer protect you. For those 45 minutes, I look at those kids as though they're mine. Their parents sent the best that they had to school, and they're trusting me with their most prized possession. So I'm looking at it's not healthy for them either. Not only is it not healthy for me, it's not healthy for them. I miss them. Can you imagine? Just think about their day and just my babies and I. And of course, they're teenagers and they still my babies. I tell them they're my babies. But can you imagine? They're used to hugging Miss Watts. In this, you can't hug me. They're used to fist bumping. You can't do that. They're used to me passing by and tapping them on the back, telling them how proud I am of them. Because what I teach digital literacy. I teach computer skills. My kids barely knew how to turn on a computer. So they're excited when they learn new things. I can't tap them. If they need me to come over and touch their computer or show them something on their computer or show them something on their keyboard, I can't do that. For me to be healthy and for them to be safe, these are the things that, of course, they miss us. And then they miss their friends. You know what I'm going to be standing in the hall doing if we go back to school? Constantly tell them, you can't touch your friend. Get away from your friend. Stand 6 feet away. As though they're prisoners, and they're not. They're our future. And who wants to scar a kid by telling them you can't touch, don't touch me, and don't touch your friends? We are a touchy people, and it's proven that we find life and we find wholeness and we find togetherness in our relationships, and our relationships are filled with touching. So I have to tell them, don't touch. You have to 6 feet away. Stand on that tape. Stand back. Don't. I'll spend most of my days reminding them of what they can't do. I don't care how I frame it. I can say, you know what? It'll be safer if you sit here. What they heard is, I can't sit near my friend. Or it'll be safer if you wear your mask. What they heard is, you're afraid that I'm going to spit on you. Or I can tell them as nicely as I can, it'll be safer if you come in the morning and the next people come at night, in the evening. What they're saying is, you're separating me from what I love. Do you understand? I hope you do. I get it that the economy can't open until schools open. I get that. And I do believe our kids need to be instructed. And I am a part of this. My kids are a part of the society that are lacking Wi-Fi. They're lacking so many things. But I just believe with all my heart there's a better way. Virtual works. And they're saying it works mostly for the affluent and those that have access. True. Because as many of you know, I homeschool my kids, and that's what we did, was virtual, a lot of computer. But I believe that if we spend as much time and as much energy and as much money on equipping my kids who are socioeconomically disadvantaged, who are disadvantaged as far as learning how to do digital, if we spend that money Instead of talking about taking money from the schools, how about we take that money and give teachers trainings on how to keep kids engaged in the classroom? How about it on virtual? How about if we take that money and put that money into infrastructures that are able to make sure our kids get Wi-Fi that don't have it? Pull up a school bus, fill it up with Wi-Fi. How about if we take our money and put it just for this season actually into helping our kids get better? That's my 2 cents. Just thought I'd share. And I hope that one of my kids get to see this video, because the thing that hurt my heart before school was out was, Miss Watts, I miss seeing you. When we gonna get back together, Miss Watts? And believe it or not, I still get emails from my kids even in the summer. So I know, I get it. They miss us. And I get it. I miss them too. But I also get the love that I have as a teacher for them is willing to sacrifice our time together personally for our time together for a long period of time rather than a short period and someone gets sick. Y'all be blessed. Bye-bye.